Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video I'm going to do my kind of everyday go-to makeup look, but it's just one that I've been kind of throwing on, not recently actually, because if you watched Tuesday's video, which was an Instagram video, you would know that I had a skin reaction or something happened. I don't know, it's just about cleared up. I've got a whole bunch of texture, you may see it in the video, and I've got the foundation on. But literally my whole face down here is all bumpy, and it was red and really itchy. The itchiness and the redness has gone now. It's actually kind of still really itchy around the backs of my ears, and it's coming down a little bit down my neck from the spots, but it's not so itchy anymore. So actually today was the first day at work that I wore some makeup on my actual skin. So yeah, so I thought maybe it's an appropriate video to show you kind of my everyday makeup routine, and because I'm still my skin's still kind of recovering from whatever happened. I didn't want to put too much on my face, so I thought this would be the perfect video to do today. So on a day-to-day basis, I will go in with primer. To be honest, it changes from day to day depending on what I just grab first. So I've got the Neve Bio Primer here. This is the brightening one. I do tend to go for more brightening, illuminating primers over matte primers on a day-to-day basis, just because I just prefer a glowy and dewy finish to my skin, and that's my overall preference with most makeup looks I do. Again, with my foundation, it's kind of a toss-up between two that I go for. I like a light coverage, so it's just going to give my skin tone more evenness, but not much coverage at all, if that makes sense. I still want my freckles to show through. I don't mind if my spots still show through. I can just cover it with concealer, but I just like to be able to create a nice even finish across the skin. So it's a toss up between these two. Sometimes I go for my sleek CC cream. I have mine in the shade Fair, and sometimes I go for my Gosh foundation drops. These are slightly more buildable. You can really build up the coverage of this. I think today I'm going to go with my sleek CC cream, which I'm actually running really low on, so I need to top up on that one. So I pop about that much onto my brush. I literally just dab it on my face and then just go ahead and blend it in. So as you can see, it's given some evenness to the skin. It has a really nice dewy finish, but you can still see my blemishes through, which is fine. I don't mind that. And you can still see my freckles, which I like as well. So for the areas I want to conceal, I tend to go in my Collectin Lasting Perfection Concealer. It's kind of one of my favourite concealers of all time, really. I think it's quite popular amongst a lot of people, actually. So I always conceal a little bit under my eyes. I don't get too much darkness under there, but just a little bit right in the inner corners. So only pop a little bit, because like I said, I don't need too much under there. I always get redness around my nose, so I like to do that area. And then my chin as well, because I do get quite a few spots. It's not too bad today. So I'm going to go with my mini Makeup Revolution sponge just to kind of blend out. This concealer gives a nice amount of coverage to where you want it to be without it being too thick. Okay, so once that's done, I like to go ahead and set it. I take the Collectin pressed powder. I have mine in shade Ivory, so it's not a translucent one. It does have a little bit of colour to it, but not a lot, so I don't mind it too much. I just use that just to lightly set under my eyes. And kind of anywhere I put concealer, or anywhere I get really oily, so typically down my T-zone, basically, in the centre of my face. Okay, then I'm going to move on to eyebrows. Now actually I'll be doing something a bit different with my brows. Usually I love my Freedom brow pomade, as you probably well know if you watch my channel a lot. But I've actually recently been really enjoying using palette on my eyebrows for more of an everyday purpose, more natural. And I actually use an eyeshadow. This is the MUA matte eyeshadow in Chestnut. It's just a matte brown colour. I think I mentioned these MUA eyeshadows before. They're £1, which is awesome, and they're really pigmented, which I love. First of all, I just like to brush through my eyebrows, just with a small angled brush like this. This is the Real Techniques one. It's part of their eyebrow set they've got. So I just take that and I kind of do the under section first, just to kind of map out where I want. like that. Then I just brush the powder up through the brows. Not adding any additional powder yet, just literally what's on my brush. Then I'll go back in and brush through. And then I like to set it in place with a clear brow gel. Now the one I've got is actually a free sample I got in... I don't remember where I got it now. It's the Pixie Clear Brow Gel. I'll just go ahead. This will help further brush out the powder, but also just keep the hairs in place. Okay, moving back to the face. Typically I'd either, if I'm in a rush, I'd either do bronzer or blush. I wouldn't necessarily need to do both. It depends kind of whether I want a bronzy glow to the skin or if I just want a nice flush to the cheeks. So I'm going to go in with this Coralista blusher from Lilylolo. So I'm just going to do a bit of blusher today. Then I will highlight my skin ever so slightly. I prefer to use a cream highlighter for this. I find it just sinks into the skin and kind of meshes with the other makeup nicer and creates a bit more natural glow. So I'm going to go with the Collectin Speedy highlighter in Pearly Sheen. I'm going to use my finger to apply this. Just apply it to the tops of my cheekbones. And this kind of helps create, like, it makes it look like your skin's actually glowing as opposed to it looks like you put highlighter, if that kind of makes sense. But obviously I'm trying to avoid this lower section because there's a lot of texture there and that will emphasise the texture. I mean, there's slight texture up here as well, but that's going to be unavoidable, unfortunately. Take a little bit down the bridge of my nose, ever so slightly. And then I like to take some just above the brow here, just to kind of add that extra little bit of glow. Okay, so that's kind of the face portion done. Then I would go back to the eyes and actually typically I would just go mascara. Now a very lovely subscriber told me, unfortunately, that my favourite mascara, the Kiko Maxi mod, was actually a limited edition and has been discontinued. This is the only one I purchased. I didn't buy a backup, so I'm quite sad about that. But the one I was loving before I got this one was the Kiko Sculpting Extra Sculpt Volume Mascara. So I'd highly recommend that one now that that one's gone. I will have to repurchase a new one of that because that's kind of dried up a little bit. So I'm just going to go to the Maxi mod for today. I'll just give my lashes up and lower, just a couple of coats. Nothing too heavy. Then I typically go for a nude lipstick. It tends to have a slightly peachy undertone to it. So I'm going to take the Sleek Lip VIP in Private Booth, just pretty nude colour like I said. This means I can chuck it on without having to worry about being too precise or anything like that. So this is the typical kind of everyday makeup look I'd have if I'm in a real rush and I don't have much time. If I did have a bit more time, these are kind of, I'm just going to show you the extra steps I would take for, like I said, if I've got a bit more time. It's still nothing over the top or anything like that. I don't like to go too crazy on a day-to-day basis, but I'll just quickly show you some extra steps that I may take if I've got the time. So for the eyes in particular, I like to go for a bronzer or maybe a contour shade sometimes through the crease just to kind of add slower definition to the eyes. So I'm going to take the Collectin Bronze Glow in, this is the matte version in number 1 Terracotta. I typically like to go for the matte versions of bronzers or of bronzers if I'm going to put it through the crease and kind of as a transition shade as well. Take on a fluffy brush and just pop it kind of all over the crease and above. Something like that. And then what I like to do is across the lid I like to add a bit of a shimmer. I tend to just pick a highlighter. This is the Lilylolo highlighter. It's kind of a gold champagne colour. Works quite nicely with the bronze. I'll literally just use my finger and pop it on my lid. And that just adds a little something to the eyes without being over the top. And then I maybe would add a few more coats of mascara just to make sure my lashes are standing out. Now I'll just add a bit more volume to the lashes. Then in terms of the face, if I have time, then I will bronze and do blusher as well. So I'll take some bronzer just to give my skin a bit of a healthy glow to it. And just do the usual areas. like so. And then the other kind of lip option I like to go for is sometimes a liquid lipstick. I've been really loving the Barry lip kits at the moment. I've mentioned those in my February top 5 beauty picks. So I've got a bit more time, and then I'll do a bit more of a precise lip. Something might last a bit longer throughout the day kind of thing. Like I said, if I've got more time, then I'm able to do a bit more of a precise lip. So I'll go in with the Barry lip kit in Pose. So that's slightly more of a pinky toned nude. I like to create a slight ombre lip as well. This one, I just think it's really pretty. So that's it for my everyday makeup look. Like I said, it depends on the amount of time I have, will depend on how much of it I'll do. So kind of the first look was the minimum I'll do, this is the maximum I'll do on an everyday basis, and then it kind of sometimes it alter in between, so it depends if I fancy a matte lip or a glossy lip, if I just fancy mascara on my eyes or not, if I just fancy bronzer, no blush, you know, it kind of just alters between those two makeup looks. I don't think I've actually got an everyday makeup look on my channel, or if I do, it's very, very old, so I thought it'd be quite a good video to do today. So really hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in my next one. Thanks for watching.